We're trying to shrink government, and he can probably shrink it as well as anybody else, if not better.
President Donald Trump tasked Elon Musk with shrinking the size of the federal government. But what he's done with the role is already sparking a lawsuit. A coalition sued the Treasury Department this week for allegedly sharing confidential data with Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. Meanwhile, Democrats are challenging the unprecedented power given to the unelected billionaire.
We don't have a fourth branch of government called Elon Musk, and that's going to become real clear.
Trump said Monday he'll pump the brakes on Musk if he goes too far.
Elon can't do and won't do anything without our approval, and we'll give him the approval where appropriate. Where not appropriate, we won't.
The president's comments came the same day his administration shuttered the offices of the U.S. Agency for International Development.
With regard to the USAID stuff, I went over it with him, in detail, and he agreed with that we should shut it down.
I'm the acting director of USAID.
The White House put the agency under the control of Secretary of State Marco Rubio, with plans to fold it into the State Department. USAID disperses financial aid to nations around the globe. President John F. Kennedy set up the agency in 1961.
There are a lot of functions of USAID that are going to continue, that are going to be part of American foreign policy, but it has to be aligned with American foreign policy.
Sunday morning, the world's richest person and close advisor to Trump posted to X, USAID is a criminal organization. Time for it to die. Musk injected more than $250 million into Trump's successful presidential campaign. In return, Trump put him in charge of the newly minted Department of Government Efficiency to shrink the federal footprint. Democrats are hypercritical of Musk's involvement with the Trump administration.
President Trump directed his corrupt billionaire friend, Elon Musk, to ransack a critical agency of the U.S. government. Musk and his band of unelected acolytes at DOGE have locked out USAID employees from their offices, improperly accessed highly classified information, purged the agency of its nonpartisan leadership, and thrown the agency into chaos.
Meanwhile, DOGE employees have reportedly gained access to Treasury data, including payment systems tied to Social Security and Medicare.
President, why is it important for Elon Musk to have access to the payment systems at Treasury?
Well, he's got access only to letting people go that he thinks are no good if we agree with him, and it's only if we agree with him. He's a very talented guy from the standpoint of management and costs, and we put him in charge of seeing what he can do with certain groups and certain numbers, but they're finding tremendous amounts of really bad things, bad spending. You've been writing about some of it, frankly, and some of the things that they've been doing is just terrible.
Trump established DOGE through an executive order signed on Inauguration Day. It is not a government agency, but in that directive, Trump called on all agencies to give DOGE full and prompt access to all unclassified agency records, software systems, and IT systems.
Last Friday, DOGE forcefully gained access to the Treasury Department's payment systems and to the most sensitive information of virtually every U.S. citizen. Donald Trump basically handed DOGE the Social Security data of virtually every American citizen. DOGE staffers, whomever they are, now have unprecedented access to the most sensitive payment data in the entire federal government, with no transparency, with no guardrails, and guess what? The one independent watchdog who could have provided oversight was fired by Donald Trump over a week ago.
Despite those concerns, Trump says there are guardrails on Musk and promised his involvement in government will be conflict-free.
I'm impressed because he's running, obviously, a big company. It has nothing to do, if there's a conflict, that we won't let him get near it. But he does have a good natural instinct. He's got a team of very talented people. We're trying to shrink government, and he can probably shrink it as well as anybody else, if not better.
Trump initially tapped former Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy to co-lead DOGE with Musk. But Ramaswamy left the role before the president officially established it, leaving Musk alone at the top. Ramaswamy is expected to launch a run for governor of Ohio in 2026. Coincidentally, DOGE is set to dissolve on July 4th, 2026, the 250th birthday of the US of A. For Straight Air News, I'm Simone Del Rosario.